Thank you. I will just go over the highlights of my legislative agenda. I do have to say that I think this next session will be very intense. 2015 is an election year. The entire House of Delegates and the state Senate is up for re-election. So I think there'll be some posturing and people putting in bills to make statements. But be that as it may, I am going to continue to pursue the issues that I have been very passionate about and worked on since I was in public service many years ago. I served on the local county board, as you know, for 14 years before I made it to the Senate. My Senate district is fascinating. I have parts of Arlington, parts of Fairfax, the McLean part, very close to the Potomac River, all of Great Falls, and 6 precincts in Loudoun. Okay, so I'll get right away to my bills. I am putting in 5 bills dealing with child care, particularly in the homes. As you have been reading in the Washington Post, we've allowed a very large opportunity for child care providers to not enter a regulated or a licensed framework. And as I've learned in the General Assembly, you sort of have to take baby steps. So my steps first start with a very small, why don't we count the children related to the caretaker as part of the 5 children before regulation kicks in. That's a baby step. And then I go all the way up to all caretakers should be registered and just be basic requirements like background checks and CPR, and their homes have to have fire safety provisions. And then I go to licensing, and then I also established a committee to come up with a professional licensing framework for all child care providers. I did put in a MOU on sexual assault on college campuses. It's a bill, actually, Delegate Sullivan is also carrying it in the House. It would require colleges and universities, if a victim comes forward, to offer that victim the opportunity to go to a sexual assault center off campus and make a report. And also the victim would, the university would be obligated to encourage the victim to protect evidence, which essentially would be going for your sexual assault exam. I'm doing a gun violence prevention bill, which I put in last year. The bill I'm putting in this year is now the governor's bill, which is okay. The bill essentially says if you've been convicted of a misdemeanor, stalking, sexual assault, or sexual battery and assault of a family member, you lose your firearm for 5 years. I mean, that's essentially it. My bill now adds brandishing of a weapon would also kick you into losing your firearm for only 5 years. So it did pass the Senate last year. Not sure if it's going to pass this year. It did not pass the House last year. Very quickly, I'm doing a lot in mental health, particularly for children. There'll be finance amendments for mental health services on site in public schools. Okay, and I'm going to quit. I'm on 3 committees, local government rehab, and transportation. I'm vice chair of the Commission on Youth, and I am happy to talk to you afterwards. Thank you.
All right.